Alright, now we gotta talk about this one. The beginning of the tournament section of the UA Sports Festival. The final thing of the entire arc. So, let's get started. Let's not waste any time and dive right in, because this episode has a lot more content than the last one did. What's up? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Animation Station, your number for anything and everything animation, including pro heroes fighting for the good of the world, as well as TV and movies. I'm your host, Jackson Small. Welcome back to Academia April 2. Let's talk about Season 2, Episode 6 of My Hero Academia, aka Episode 19, The Boy Born with Everything. This is when we get a little bit of backstory about Todoroki as he confronts Deku. And we also have a confrontation with All Might and Endeavor. And we get the first match of the finals tournament of the sports festival with Deku versus Shinso. It's a pretty packed episode, so let's not waste any more time and dive right into it. So, we start off where we ended off last episode, with Todoroki bringing Midoriya aside to talk to him, or confront him about something. So, Shoto tells him that the power that came from Izuku during that cavalry battle, right when they were about to have that final confrontation, but right before they blew the whistle and ended the game, was the same as All Might, cluing Todoroki into them possibly being connected. And Shoto asks if he is All Might's secret love child. Even when the show tries to be serious, they can't help but throw a joke. So then Shoto goes into some more depth about how he is the son of Endeavor, and it gives him more reason to defeat Midoriya in battle. And meanwhile, All Might and Endeavor are on the stairs talking. And All Might tries to be nice. He compliments Endeavor for his son's performance, and he even asks for tips on how to train the heroes. But Endeavor refuses and only replies that Shoto will usurp All Might as the top hero one day, showing that there is a grudge between these two. Then Todoroki also explains that Endeavor is obsessed with defeating All Might by any means necessary, which is how he ended up with the woman that he ended up with, and we get some unfortunality that he is the power-hungry, abusive type. Yeah, we have one of those. We have one of those shows that dives into essay. Now, it doesn't really dive deep into it with this episode. That's saved for Todoroki's solo episode, but it's still... yeah, it's a pretty heavy topic, so I'll do my best to cover it when we get to it with grace and sincerity, as best I can. But, yeah, that part might have been a little far. So, Todoroki decides to not use his left side. Well, or his right side. His left side. It is his left. Okay. To not use his left side because he wants to spite his father. And we also get the reveal that the mom was so horrified of that side of him that she literally threw boiling water right in his face, giving him that scar over his eye that's become a trademark of his character. Yeah, the Todoroki family's kind of screwed up, and we're only going to see more of that as we go through the show, especially in seasons 6 and 7 in particular. So, then we have a lunch where we have Ojiro surrendering, not taking place in the finals because he feels like he didn't own him. So then, by technicality, they instead got Tetsu and Shiozaki to take their place. So, more people from Class 1B get to take place in the tournament as 2 of the 1A people surrender. Pretty fishy. And of course, Midoriya has to fight Shinso right at the beginning. And we honestly, up to this point, have no idea what this guy's deal was, aside from him being purple-haired and a little creepy. Well, in this episode, we see how his quirk works, and it's it's pretty scary. So, yep, we have Deku getting mind controlled because just by talking to Shinso, he activates his quirk. And this is when Zuko is immobilized and he is just left frozen in place. Wait, is that it? Really? I thought this episode had the whole fight. Oh, I guess not. Okay, well, that's my bad. Apparently, the episode I'm thinking of is the next one. This is just the start where it shows the brainwashing quirk. Even after Ojiro warns Deku not to say anything, Shinso provokes him by making fun of his friend. So, Deku says something and gets caught right in the trap. Yes, Shinso's quirk is pretty scary. And we'll find out more about it in the next episode. So, final thoughts, let's go, nice and quick. The UA Sports Festival kicks into high gear as the final tournaments begin, and this is an excellent episode to start this final section of the saga. From the beginning conversation with Todoroki and Deku that forwards the character development of both, a creepy undertone with Shin's quirk and overall demeanor, not to mention his backstory that we see in the next episode that does a great job giving him a slight edge of tragedy, Deku breaking out of the mind control to win the match, we'll talk about next time, and ending on a cliffhanger with the next match awaiting commencement. Add on the girls of 1A getting tricked into cheerleader outfits because, Mineta and Kaminari can't stop being pervs, and a little bit of insight into Ojiro's character, and you have an all-around fantastic episode to begin the final section of the saga. Final verdict, 9 out of 10. Check it out. That's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Plus Ultra episodes like this almost every single day. And I'll see you guys next time when we dive into episode 20, aka season 2, episode 7, Victory or Defeat. Until then, thanks for watching. Stay Plus Ultra, heroes.